Welcome back, students. In this session we are going to learn how to assemble a muff coupling and how to model all the parts of a muff coupling. For that you need to first open a new assembly workbench. You can choose NC metric or isometric. I will choose NC metric, and then I have to choose NC metric assembly.asm. Then I have to click OK. Now it is opening. The assembly workbench is opening. Now I have got the assembly workbench. Here you need to first click on insert components to insert the components which are needed for assembling a muff coupling. So for that click on this insert component and then go to the folder where you have stored your drawing, your components of muff coupling. So for that I had to see JOffice solid form temp. Okay, I will have to go back. I'll have to choose that. Cam scan is there, drive backup, formats, ID cards, JOffice, then solid edge. Yeah, solid edge is here. Open this, and here muff coupling is here. You can open this, or don't open this. Go to solid models, solid edge models. Open this. Here you have got muff coupling. Open this, and you have got now the parts here. So first you need to move shafts. So first I have to move this shaft, drag it and place it here. Dragging means you have to keep your mouse on this name of the part, and then right click your mouse button and then hold it down and then move your mouse and move your mouse to this window and then release the left mouse button. This is what is called as a drag and drop. Now I got two shafts. Then you need to assemble them. Before that, how to model these two, that we have to learn. For that you have to double click on any one of them so that I will move into the workbench part. Before that I have to save this assembly, otherwise it will not open. It will ask for that. For example, if I double click, see, it is asking for saving this assembly. So for that I will have to save this file. So I will save this as a muff coupling underscore LMS, then save it. So now it will open. It has saved now, and then it will open in see, it has now opened into the part workbench of this particular model, and you can see here these are all the history of this part. This history shows the steps that I have done to create this particular model. First step that I did is I have done a sketch here. So you can click on this and then click edit. So the first step to create a shaft with a key is I have created a shaft of diameter of 20 diameter, and then I have closed this sketch. Then what I did is I have extruded this. So the next step is protrusion, that is I have extruded this. By how much? So you can see by 80 dimension 80 mm, I have extruded this shaft, this circle. Then the next step is I have created this sketch and then I have cut. See, the next step is I have created that slot here. So click that sketch, click that sketch. So edit. You can see here I have created a rectangle, a square box of dimensions 5 and 5. Both the sides are 5 and 5, and the center of this is exactly on the quadrant of this circle. So that you have to take care. And then for that you can do this. That is, see, you can see here it is exactly on the quadrant of this circle, the midpoint of this square. Then close it. Then using the solid cut option, then I did a solid cut option. So this is the cutout here, see. So here I used this command, that is cut command, to cut this. You can see the cut is 40 mm. The length of the shaft is 80 mm. Diameter of this is 20 mm. The square section has its sides as 20 mm, and the depth of cut of this square section is 40 mm. This is how I have created this shaft. Okay. Now let us come back to our assembly model by clicking on the close and return button. So now we have got two shafts. The design process of this is also similar, because I have copied this actually. So the design process of this shaft is also similar. Then I have created the sleeve. So I will move the sleeve into this workbench. For that I have got a sleeve here, sleeve part. So move this and drag it down here, and then let us learn how to model this. This is once again similar to this shaft. So for that you have to double click this. And here this shows the method I used. So this part is created only using two steps. One is I had drawn a sketch, and then I had protruded. So let us first check the drawing, the sketch. Click it and then edit. So this is what I did. So the diameter of this is the outer circle is 53, the inside diameter is 20, and then this is once again 5. It is actually 2.82 or 2.5 to be precise. And then I have created this, and then I have trimmed. Then I have created this sketch. Then I have extruded this using extrude command. Here is that extrude command. So I have extruded this by how much? So that is 70 mm. The shaft length is 80 mm, and this sleeve length is 70 mm. So this is how I created a sleeve. Then let us go back to our assembly model workbench. Then what I did is I have created a key. So this is the key. This is actually a gib head key. The creating of this is easy. I have just created a profile like this, and then I have extruded. So I will show you how to do this, how to create this key. Double click it. So you will enter into the workbench, part workbench. which shows the different steps involved in creating this key. Once again, this involves only two steps: the sketch part and then protrusion part, extrude part. So the sketch is, this is how you need to, so I have created a profile like this. So this is 80 mm length, and then actually this is a little bit tapered, so that you have to keep in mind. This dimension is 4.18, and this dimension is, say, different. It is 5, and it is 4.18. So it is little bit tapered to make it easy for the key to be inserted into the slot easily. Once you assemble everything, you need to put two shafts, and then you have to put the sleeve over it, and then you have to match the slots of the both the shaft and as well as the sleeve, and then you have to insert this key into that matched slot. If it is parallel, then it becomes very difficult, little bit difficult to insert this key into the slot. So to make it easier, we have to make it a little bit taper. So dimension of this is once again 5, and then dimension of this is once again 5, and then dimension of this also you can have, or angle you can have, or this dimension you can have. So this is 10, so this is 10, this is 5. Like this I have drawn a sketch, a profile of the key, a cross section you can say. Then I have extruded this by 5 mm. Let me show that also. Finish this. Then what is the extrusion? Let us okay, you can see here. So this is 5 mm. So the extrusion is 5 mm. Finish it. So this is how you have created a gib head key. Close and return. Now let us assemble this model. For this you have to first assemble these two shafts, and then go for other things. Let us drag this sleeve out of, okay, like this, and then we will have to assemble these two. So first for that you have to make these things mate. So I have to click this mate, and then select this, and then select this. So now the mating took place, and then what you have to do is you have to axially align these two things. So for that I have to take this axial align constraint tool, and then click on this, and then click on this. So it has happened. Now I have to make sure that the slot here and the slot here have both have to be aligned properly, so that I can slide this sleeve over it, and then I can slide this key in. I can insert this key into the slot. So for that I will have to move this. So I will have to rotate this. So I will have to little bit zoom here, and then I have to take this drag component tool, and then okay, and then here make sure that this rotate option of the drag component is selected, not the slider one and not this one. Freeform move and this move you should not select. You have to select this rotate option of drag component tool, and then for that you have to click it. So now it is selected. These two are now off. Now click on one of the shaft and then move like this. You can also make a what you call a constraint between these two faces, like this align. You can select this. This is actually align faces. So that you can select, and then you can make these two faces aligned, perfectly aligned. Now I simply rotated and then I had added it, but you can do that. Okay, let us see. Click this and then click this. They are now properly aligned using this relationship, that is align faces. This is the align faces, and this is actually the aligned faces toolbar. So using that, it will ask for first face and then it will ask for the second face. I did that. Now these two faces are properly aligned and they will not move independently. For example, if I try to rotate this, it will also rotate. Let us see whether it has properly done it. So click this, drag component, okay. Then make sure that it is this rotate is selected, and then try to rotate any one of them. Click on this. So they are properly locked now. Okay. Try to do this. Okay. It is properly locked in place. Now let us assemble the sleeve on this shaft. For that you have to once again select this axial align. Select this and then select this. Now you can slide the sleeve over the. So I have to select this move option and then drag it inside. So now it is properly aligned. So wherever you want, you can slide it here. And then it is next step is make sure that these slots are aligned properly. I think they have aligned. No, not at all. So no. So I have to little bit rotate this. So I have to rotate a little bit. Okay, like this. Or you can use this align faces option, then make them fixed. For example, click this, and then click this. Now they are properly aligned. So if you rotate this sleeve, and this will also rotate. Okay. Now I have to assemble the key now. Insert. You have to insert this key inside this slot. For that, you have to go to this mate option and then rotate this a little bit, and then select this lower face, and then come back and then select this face. It has assembled. Then select this face and then select this face. Now it is properly assembled. Now you need to move this down. Okay, so you have to move this. That is getting moved. Now it is rotated. So select this. Okay, see, it has come out. So you have to a little bit like that. So now it is properly assembled. You can see here. You can move this little bit out so that it is exactly assembled here. So now you can see it is exactly assembled. Little bit you can move, or you can use mate command or axial planar align, and you can planar align using you can align this surface and this surface, or you can mate. Actually you should not use mate command because practically it is not actually mate in real world. So this is how you can assemble a muff coupling. Thank you.